Hi again, this is Jenny Lynn of The Open Mind Therapist, talking to you about chronic fatigue syndrome and how to treat it. So, where do you start? What's the first thing that you do when somebody comes into your practice as a hypnopsychotherapist, comes into your practice with chronic fatigue syndrome and they've been around the block? Where do you start? Well, the first thing is you must never make any promises, and you must sit and listen, because even though there are some common, what do you want to call it, psychospiritual roots into chronic fatigue syndrome, everybody's story is different and everybody's belief system is different. So the very first thing you do is nothing, okay, except listen. Listen very carefully. If anyone wants some instruction on how to listen, I've got a whole bunch of audios on my website, theopenmindtherapist.com, about listening skills and how to listen, because you need to be listening with more than just your ears, okay? You need to be listening with your heart, with your mind, with everything you have, with your body, with your energy, everything you have. So we're not listening to just words, we're listening to the person's whole expression. So we're looking at how they sit, how they move. What does it tell us about that person? Who are they that they won't make eye contact with you, for example? What's the story? What are they not telling you that's important for you to know? So really you're listening so carefully because you're trying to find out some really bits of key information about your chronic fatigue syndrome client. Okay, so listening very carefully. Now, what are you listening for? This is the thing. What are you listening for? What kinds of clues are you listening for? So what you're listening for is you're listening for a kind of energy that says, I have to, I must, if I don't, it's not acceptable. If I can't, then something terrible will happen. If I didn't, then this would have happened. So that's the kind of mood. It's very difficult to concretize what that is. So you're listening for absolutes or ultimatums in the language, in the mood, in the energy of these people. So that, you know, it's almost like there is a pressure upon the person with chronic fatigue to have to be something. Okay, so that's what you're listening for. So I'm going to leave that video there for a minute, and I want you to go away and think, who is my client? I'm going to listen very carefully with every facility I have. I'm going to listen to what they're not telling me, and I'm going to listen for ideas that they have to step up all of the time for someone else, and they're not allowed to be relaxed. Okay? See you soon.